Alright, what's up guys? Thanks so much for tuning in today's video. This is my full season recap for 2025-26 duck season. This is my first season. It was a great year. A lot of memories made and just a lot of fun. And we killed quite a few ducks along the way too. So thanks for tuning in. Let's go. So for our first video that I have, it was my first hunt. I didn't actually kill one, but my buddy did, and I got a great video that I didn't end up shooting when these came in, but it was a pretty cool video, as you guys can see. That was a really fun hunt. It was super cool to see the first duck fall out the sky and to just be part of that. Shortly after was, I don't know, a couple days, a week later, I was able to go out and kill my first ducks, which were 2 gadwalls and a mallard. And so that was really cool, and that was in my 2 days of greenheads video, where I went out with a great friend of mine, and we went out to a small creek. And we're just out there for a couple days hammering greenheads. I think we killed 7 or 8 between those 2 days. If you guys watched the video, you know we had some camera issues and they kept dying on us and whatnot, so we didn't get all the kill shots, but we got a bunch of pictures and whatnot. And we did get a video on the second day of the kill shots, which you're seeing. So that was just a lot of fun. Super long e-bike in there and just a great time. And then it was either my first or second mallard, I can't remember, but I made a featherboard out of that Drake mallard. So that was really cool. Really great memories, and just a ton of fun. Then the next duck I shot, went out on, it was just a cold, open morning, no wind. Had no expectations for that hunt, but I was just getting out of the house, and I ended up walking the creek and found a little hen spoonie and smacked her, and that was all we got that day. But it was the day that I really didn't expect anything out of this spot, and I ended up killing my first duck at that area, so that was pretty cool. Then next at that same area was New Year's Day. I figured nobody else would be out there, and I was correct, which was super cool. I was at that same spot where I killed that spoonie. I thought it would be a decent day, weather was okay. Ended up shooting and calling in a duck for the first time. I ended up shooting a Drake mallard, and it was really cool. It was an awesome experience. I was, hadn't really seen much actually, so I was about ready to head home and leave, and I was literally picking up decoys in the middle, out in the wide open, and the flock came by, and I was able to call this pair in, and they came in and decoyed and got close enough, and bang, I was able to drop the Drake in a field just over from me, and I was able to find him, and it was awesome, really cool. Like I said, that one was really special because that was the first duck I fully called in, and my calling progressed.
Happy New Year's, everybody! Look at this guy. Beautiful birds. These things are so cool. That's so crazy. I was literally packing up, grabbing decoys, and all of a sudden I look up while I'm, wrapping up the decoys. I look up, there's a huge flock, and they were like
Okay, so then after that, I had one last hunt in Utah before I came back here to Virginia, and that was, I went out solo back into that creek where I had to bike a bunch of miles, and I actually did have a video of it that I ended up losing, but I was able to shoot a gadwall and a Drake mallard, and that was really cool. So that was my last hunt in Utah before I came back to Virginia, and my goal in Virginia was to just shoot a wood duck and I'd be happy, and a beautiful bird, and that was my only goal. If I got one wood duck, I'd be happy. I came back early to go to my buddy's place, where he'd been scouting and hunted a couple days, and he had found a bunch of wood ducks, so that was the goal for coming back. Then didn't take too long actually, and on this first day basically, on the first day that we hunted, I was able to smoke a wood duck, and it was a really cool shot I got on GoPro. It was my best shot of the season so far, just graveyard dead right in the sky, folded like a lawn chair, and it was really cool.
Got him!
Unfortunately, that was the only duck we shot out of that flock.
Oh my gosh!
But it was just a really cool experience, and to get that wood duck and just so soon, it was awesome. And also that wood duck was made into a featherboard, if you can see up there. That's the featherboard of the wood duck that I made as soon as I got back here, which that was really cool. I was super excited to make that. Then after that, came back here from my buddy's house, came back to school. And I went out, and I was, not expecting a ton. I was, thinking we could probably get a couple. I was out with a buddy, who he wasn't hunting, he was just with me for fun. And I went out and it was a dream. Like, it was crazy. I ended up shooting my limit, and that day I forgot the GoPro. So I'm still kind of upset about that, because that would have been a great video for you guys. So I don't have any actual videos, I just have a bunch of pictures. But yeah, I was able to fully shoot my limit, and I added a coot into there as well, and there was just hundreds of ducks. I mean, it was crazy, and most of those were just in the kayak, kind of jumping them in a reservoir. It was just a dream day. I couldn't have dreamed it up any better, and it was super cool. Then it wasn't the last day, it was second to last day of season. Everything was freezing up, and there's just a tiny portion of the lake that was still open. And I went out in the evening with one of my buddies, and we ended up shooting 4. I shot 2. It was a cool night and just a really cool experience. Got him his first ducks, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, guys, I guess that is kind of a wrap for my 2025-2026 duck season. It was truly an amazing season and just an amazing way to start. I'm so grateful and was so blessed this season to just hang out with great people, and I learned so much. So I'm just really beyond blessed. I know I didn't get the GoPro on honestly the majority of the ducks I killed, which is a shame. But next season it'll be on there and it'll be better for content for you guys. It was truly an amazing season. Like I said, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really have been growing a lot recently, so I really thank you guys for that. Make sure and check out any of these videos. I'll have them linked in the description of the ducks that I did get on camera, and then especially the featherboard videos. You guys have really been liking those. Comment down below and let me know how your guys' hunt was. And as always, hit that subscribe. We're trying to continue to grow this. Follow the Instagram. I really appreciate all you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one.